Wednesday night. And so I was just wondering, we'll kick things off with our special guest, Emiliano, who is joining us because he is the brilliant basketball mind that he is. I was just wondering.
I don't know
who
about all that.
Okay, sorry, college basketball mind. But I was just wondering, we got the 10 seed Bulls, who, in my opinion, they look on paper. I mean, even without Lonzo Ball, to me, the Bulls look like the better team. But then you have the Raptors, who are typically dominant on their home court. Where are you leaning here in this game, Emiliano?
I mean, I lean towards Raptors because of the home court advantage, for sure. I think, the play-in is just like a game 7, right? Like it's win or go home. And I think that it's specifically in the NBA, more than baseball, it's, more than hockey. Game 7 is who has the better player, the better dominant player. And I just think on paper, the Bulls have the better set of players. And so I would be betting on the Bulls if I could.
Here we go.
Okay. All right. So Emiliano is going to go with the Bulls. Jaevon, where are you going?
Hey, man. They got Chicago as a plus 80, 180 dog, man. I don't see it. I mean, the Raptors all year have been a very up and down team. I believe since January, the Bulls have been one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. Emiliano kind of stated it the best. When it comes to playoff basketball and kind of game 7 vibes, the game slows down, and it kind of just goes by who has the better set of players. And I could for sure.
Someone has some loud street noise. Who's that?
Man, who's outside of a street race?
I think it's my house. Hold on, bro.
Ah, damn it, Gary. Gary in Elk Grove. Gary has arrived, and he's immediately making unnecessary noise. Go ahead, Jaevon.
Why is Shaun giving my drop?
I just think that Toronto all year has just been a very inconsistent team. And we've already heard, like, the Rockets just fired their coach, and the Raptors head coach, Nick Nurse, is one of the candidates for the Rockets head coach position. Like, what are we talking about here? I just think Chicago has kind of just been trending at the right times. DeMar DeRozan is one of the more clutch players and one of the best clutch players in the league, and I think it's going to come down. It's going to get tight, but I think I love Chicago in this game. I would definitely lay the plus 180 for all the betting people out there. If you want some good value, I would definitely take Chicago money line in this game. I just think they've been playing great this past just last stretch, even in past All-Star break. So I'm definitely going with Chicago in this game.
All right. Gary, you have street racing, Fast and Furious outside of your house, but you have now arrived. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you coming right from work. Where are you leaning in this play-in game? We got 10 seed Chicago at 9 seed Toronto.
I got Toronto winning this game. I got Toronto winning this game. I like what the Bulls have been doing, like Von saying. The Bulls have been kind of get together. They've been getting a lot of chemistry down, but I'm going to take what I've seen from Toronto earlier this year, and I'm going to say they're going to do pretty good just because of their culture and just what they've been putting together with Siakam. And their young guy, they got a lot of wing defenders, so I feel like they match up pretty well versus the Bulls. And this is a one-game thing, so obviously I would say if it was a series, I would take the Bulls just because I feel like DeMar DeRozan would be able to take over a playoff series with Zach LaVine. But for this one-game sample size, I think I'm going to take Toronto with the upset.
All right, so far we got 2 for the Bulls, 1 for Toronto. Where are you leaning on this one, Kevin?
I agree with Gary 100%. I'm happy someone finally acknowledged the wing defenders. Everyone talked about OG at the trade deadline. 3 first-round picks. He was all this and all that. And once the trade deadline, everyone stopped kind of talking about him. But Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, I think the Raptors just have too much for the Bulls. They've been playing, real hit or miss. And I think OG and Scotty are going to be able to, mess with Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. And it's one game off. So I definitely am going to go with the Raptors in this one.
All right, so now we got a tie. We have an odd number this week, so I guess I get to break the tie. I will not be the last person to give my pick every time, so it's not like, oh, what a Shaun thing. I'm actually going to go with the Bulls. I'm going to go with the Bulls to pull off the upset. And the reason why is because let's not forget that the Bulls have 3 former All-Stars on their team. Like, I know, like, that's just a title, but are we just forgetting about Nikola Vucevic? Like, everyone wants to mention Zach LaVine. Everyone wants to mention DeMar DeRozan, the king of the mid-range. And also, yeah, the Bulls are really missing Lonzo Ball, like, big time. That injury, it's tough.
That'll change my decision.
Don't disrespect Kobe White.
UNC grad Kobe White. That's why Jaevon had to get that in there.
Don't disrespect
anyways, the reason why I'm going to go with the Bulls in this one is because I truly think that Vucevic is going to be that X factor. Because, yeah, the Raptors, they did reacquire Jakob Poeltl this season. And Jakob Poeltl is a really nice defensive stopper. But to me, I feel like when Vucevic is going to get going early in this game, that's where DeMar is going to come in. And then he's just going to hit like 4 mid-range shots in a row. Then Zach LaVine will get going. I just feel like the Bulls have more star power. And even though the Raptors are on their home court, and that is a real home court advantage in Toronto, I'm going with the upset because like someone said earlier, like this is like a game 7, especially for these 9-10 teams where this is it for them. They don't get a chance to redo it in a second game. And for that reason, I'm siding with Chicago. So